When it comes to IELTS reading, time is a big problem. 3 articles, 40 questions under just an hour is quite overwhelming, and most strategies do a terrible job in balancing accuracy and speed. Speed is often gained at the cost of accuracy, but there's one strategy works perfectly for me. It helped me to score 8.5, and I'm usually able to finish everything within 40 to 50 minutes, depending on the articles I get. The strategy is simple. First, read the title and the subtitle if there is one. Second, read 2 questions from the first question group and 1 question from the rest of question groups. Finally, just go ahead and read the article paragraph by paragraph. Read to understand, not just simply skimming and scanning for keywords, synonyms. This way, you almost can't miss answers, and even if you do, since you can answer the question before and after right most of the time, it's pretty easy to locate the one that you miss. It works extremely well. Here is an example. Right, so let's have a look at this article, and the first thing that we need to do is to read the title. So the title is The Step Pyramid of the JOSA, and you can get a gist of what the article is about. And then we can move on to read the questions. So like I said, 2 questions from the first question group, but the first question group we got here is actually a heading matching question. So for that, I'm not gonna read anything for now. I'll just move on to the next question group. I'll treat this as the first question group and go ahead to read the 2 questions, 21 and 22, drag down, the keywords. So this is about the complex and the size of the complex. Question number 22 is about the accommodation. Who occupies the accommodation? I also need to read 1 question from the rest of question groups, but we only have 1 left, and that's multiple choice questions. So this is about King the JOSA. I also need to read the options so that I can understand each of them specifically talks about what. And now we can just go ahead and read paragraph by paragraph. The first paragraph, immediately after completing it, you will know that there's no mention of the complex, and there's also no mention of King the JOSA until the end of the paragraph. So obviously there's no answer for 21 and 22, and there's no answer for 25 and 26. So far you can only answer what paragraph A is about. So go ahead and complete that. Now you move on to paragraph B. So after reading paragraph B, it talks about King the JOSA, and now you need to pay close attention because 25 and 26 actually mentions King the JOSA. So we need to confirm if there's any relevant information, and it actually does. So option A is actually wrong, and option B is actually correct. So B is one of the answers. It does not really mention anything about the complex. So question 21 and 23, we still don't have any idea what the answers are, but we can know what the answers for paragraph B is. So go ahead and do that and move on to paragraph C. It actually talks about the complex. So now we're talking, the answer for question 21 and 22 are probably coming up, but it doesn't really mention anything regarding size, so not yet. Does it mention anything regarding option C and D and E? No, it doesn't, so nothing we can do about that. And go back and answer this question, what paragraph C is about, and finish that, move on to paragraph D. And reading paragraph D, you'll easily find all the answers for this fill-in blank question. They are all there because 100% of the time, fill-in blank questions are in order. Once you find the answer for question 21, you'll be able to find 22. Once you find the answer for 22, you know that 23 is very close. So finish this part and also see if there's anything that's relevant to option C, D, E, and you can confirm that it does mention this person, and this person is also here, and this option is actually incorrect. So eliminate this and go back and answer what paragraph D is about, and now we can move on to paragraph E. Complete reading paragraph E and we can confirm the answer for option D. Option D is actually correct, so we know the answer for 25 and 26 is B and D. Okay, now we've done this, we've done that, and all we need to do is to complete question 18, 19, and 20. Now you just need to read these 3 paragraphs and understand what they are talking about. And that's pretty much it. So we only need to read the article once, and we should be able to answer all the questions because most of the time, those questions are in order, especially within the question type. Like within this one, they are definitely in order. So this article is actually a little bit difficult because it has a heading matching question. If it doesn't really have any summary or heading matching questions, it's a lot easier. For example, this one about polar bears, I guess. So we have a true and false question. True and false questions are 100% in order. They actually line up on this page. We also have a few in blank question. They also come in order 100% of the time. So once you find question 8, you'll be able to find 9, and the answer for 8 is here. So you know that 9 is somewhere up here, or maybe down there. That's pretty much it. So you really should read like this, not just looking for some keyword synonyms, because it makes your reading pretty messy and disorganized. You'll be jumping back and forth all the time. And even if you can locate where the answer is, there's no guarantee you get it right, because you're not reading to understand. If you get a question right just because you recognized some keyword synonyms, it also means you'll be easily tricked into believing some other words to be the keyword synonym. So don't just feel good because it helps you get 1 or 2 questions right. Also think about how many questions it failed to help you get right. Because we tend to only notice the good part and ignore the bad part, but it's actually the bad part that we need to work on. So I personally think the strategy that I explained earlier is really the best way to deal with our reading. If your reading ability is up there, it can make your reading a lot faster without losing accuracy. But also remember, reading strategies is just ways of reading. In what order and style you read, I would say it's icing on the cake. And I guess the cake here is your reading ability, which comes first, always. Alright, I hope you had fun watching this one. My name's Kevin. This is an IELTS series where I document my journey of going from IELTS Band 5 to 8.5. In the next one, let's talk about how you can apply this strategy to listening, which is pretty much the same, a little bit different. It also works like a charm for me, helping me to score a 9 in listening. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.